To see the different ways that I style this beautiful V-Part wig with no leave out, go ahead and hit the subscription button and keep watching. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a quick review on this V-Part wig that I decided to try from Nadula. I just wanted to try something different for a change, especially something that will give my edges a break. It's opposed to my machine-made wigs that I'm always wearing. Okay, so to install the hair, I'm just going to be adding 2 jumbo braids going back. So the hair came packaged in the silk bag that I showed you, and it was also placed in this plastic bag. And I purchased the 20 inches and I paid $140 for the hair. I will leave all the information in the description box below. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the free gifts that I received with my order. Okay, so guys, usually when I'm wearing any extensions, I wash it first before I wear it on my head. But because I wanted to show you guys how it looks without washing it, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys fit it and show you guys how it looks without washing it. And I'm also going to wash it just to show you the difference as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and braid my hair going back, and then we're going to go ahead and start to fit. Okay, so I'm just going to be doing 2 big braids going back, and then I'm not going to pull on the hair too much. That way when I'm ready, I could just use the comb to rough my part up a little bit to have it blend in with the top part of where I have the mesh on the wig. Okay guys, so now that I have my hair braided down, I'm just going to go ahead and put my wig cap on. And I cut the rims for my wig cap in case you're wondering why I tied it here. I did that to just to ensure that around my the rim around my edges is not too tight. Okay, so I'm just going to pull this back a little bit before I put the hair on. Then I'm going to grab my wig, and what I'm going to do first is open all the clips along where I'm going to place place the hair against my part. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm seeing so far. I see the thread coming loose, so first it did it on the first one, now the second one is coming loose. So I'm gonna have to just go ahead and stitch that. It's no big problem for me because I'm used to making my wigs on the machine and then stitching them by hand as well. So I see 2 coming loose right here, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. I just wanted to let you guys know because I'm giving a full review. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and open my clip to place the wig on my head. And how I'm gonna open my clip is this comb right here, I'm just gonna flip that up with my finger. Okay, so I'm gonna open all of them, and you hear that snap when I open it. Okay, and then this one right at the end. There's also one right here as well. Okay, so now that I have my wig on, I'm just trying to line up the hair with my part, and I'm trying to get it as close as possible to the middle of my part. And then I have the combs open, so I try to just get the comb on my hair. I push the comb down on my hair, and then once I have it positioned the way I want it, then I go ahead and just press down on the comb to close it. But I wanted to get it as close as possible to where my part is. Okay, so I'm just showing you that I wanted to get it as close as possible to the part, but I still want to leave some space to blend in the hair with the wig. So now I'm just going to move on to the next side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to position the comb, ensure that the comb is locked in on my hair, and then I'm going to go ahead and press it down to close it. And try to get it as close to the part as possible. And then we're going to move on to just blending in the hair with blending in the top of the hair with the wig. Now I'm just going to place the comb that's in the back under my braid to ensure that it's nice and secure in my head. And I'm going to move on to placing the comb on both sides. Ensure that they're tucked in nice and secure. So with this wig, it fits my head nicely. It's nice and snug, so I will not be using the adjustable straps. I feel like it feels secure enough on my head, so I'm just going to go ahead and start blending in the top of the wig with my hair at the front. just gonna use the comb. And one thing I can say from blending in, I realized when I use the comb to kind of fluff the hair coming forward towards my face, I think it gives me a better coverage than just fluffing it towards the part. So as you can see, you're going to see me pulling it towards my face just to cover up the top there to give it, for it to blend in more seamlessly with my hair. So as you can see on especially the left side, I'm having some issues with the hair due to my hair being really soft in the front. So I'm going to go ahead and add 2 braids in the front just to anchor the clips down in the front. Okay, and so now I'm going to repeat the same thing I did prior, just with the braids. So I'm going to place the comb under the braid. I'm going to press on the combs to close them, to snap them in place. Now I'm going to ensure that it's nice and flat. I'm going to move to the next side. I'm going to do the same thing. Place the comb under the braid. Press on it to close it, to snap the combs in place. And as soon as I'm finished closing them, I can already tell the difference with just adding the 2 braids in the front. I also wanted to state that I didn't do my 2 braids in the front all the way to the back. I just did them right by where I need to anchor the hair down for my part. And I would say I would prefer to wash. The hair does not have it have like a stink smell to it, but it does have a hair smell. So I would prefer to wash it. No. Sometimes you want to see how it looks without washing it. So that's why I'm giving you a quick look without washing. And I'm not going to use too much water. Let me see if I spray some on here. If I could get it to set a little bit along the part. Look at that. That looks good, guys. It's coming together. See? Let's keep playing with it. Coming all the way together. Cute. Okay, so I'm gonna put some along here. Okay guys, so I'm basically just doing the same thing I did prior without the braids, which is just blending in my part with the hair. Now that I have the braids to anchor it, where the hair will not be moving, it's nicely anchored, I must say. So if you have soft hair, you may want to try this technique to do the 2 small braids in the front. It holds it nicely. That way, when you're playing with it, or in any case, the hair will not shift. Okay, so now I'm just gonna use my hands as well as my the comb to just ruffle my part a bit, so it could blend in a little bit better with the hair. And I'm not sure if you guys saw earlier, I was still using the comb to bring the hair somewhat forward, because I feel like that technique works. When you're playing with the hair, you're pulling it forward over the mesh at the part right there on the wig. Okay, so I'm just gonna add some just a little bit of the Mielle curling custard, not too much, just a little bit, just especially to the ends and the top of the hair to kind of give the curl a little bit more definition. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of my Frieda Frizz Ease. It's very good. It's almost finished. I need to get a next bottle. It's so good, but I like using it on my curly hair. Any hair for the fact, but curly hair, it really helps to tame the frizz. And then before I move on to washing, I'm just gonna show you another way that you could cover the part a little bit by just pulling the hair over, and I'm gonna use my curling pin. So I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now that I'm ready to pin the hair, guys, what I'm doing is I get a piece of the hair, I pull it to alongside where I have the mesh, and then I'm gonna use my hairpin to just pin the hair down. You just want to make sure that you're going in between the combs, okay? So you don't want to get the pin on the comb, but find that mesh that's in between the comb, and you want to place your pin there and push the pin all the way down. That way it's not easy to detect. Okay, so you want to pull the hair, take a small piece of the hair, pull it alongside where you have the mesh, like you see I'm doing right now, and then you want to use the pin to pin it down, but go in between where you have the comb, not on the comb. because if you place it on the comb, it will be easily detectable. I did say curling pin in the beginning. Everyone has a different name for it. So if you don't go by curling pin, it's hairpin. Okay, so I hope this method was helpful for you. Okay, so I will be using my Carol's Daughter cocoa cream shampoo and conditioning mask on the hair. And this is what I usually use on my curly hair if once I have it on hand, and it works perfect. Okay, so before I go and wash the hair, I'm just showing you the pin method again. And look how hard that is to detect, guys. I must say I love this method. Guys, so I've already crocheted this side of my of the wig, and I'm doing it on my mannequin head to make the process quicker. And then I'm gonna do this side to show you guys exactly what I did. Okay, so as you can see with this side, you have more coverage here, and once I finish like just adding some water and stuff to that, would look a little bit more laid compared to here. You can see the mesh, the strip along here. So now I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys quickly what I did. So before you get started, you want to open, and this is the small needle that I'm using. I forgot to show you guys that. I'm using a very small needle. So you're going to open your needle. I'm going to go through the mesh. Okay. We're going to take a small piece of hair at the top. Open the needle, place it on the needle. You want to push the needle far enough where you can close the latch and pull it through with the hair that's on the needle. Pull it through, and then you just pull that over. So you see how it covers the mesh? And I'm going to do that all the way, filling this in, just like I did this side. Go through. Going to get a small piece of hair, put it on the needle. Push the needle all the way so you can close the latch. Put the hair on the needle, close it, pull it through. Okay. Okay, again, so you want to place your open needle through the mesh. You're going to take a piece of hair, a small piece, add it to the needle, close it, and pull it through. Just ensure that you're not taking the hair from the middle. You want to take it from the top. You don't want to take it from the middle and pull it all the way to the top. So you want to take it from the top and ensure that the hair is not too big. It's not too small of a piece. You want just the size you see I'm using, and just put over. Okay guys, so now that I'm finishing up the front, I'm showing you the same thing. I'm just gonna push the open needle through the mesh. I'm gonna take a small piece of hair from the top, add it to the needle, close up the latch, and then I'm gonna go ahead, pull that through, and just use it and pull it over the mesh to cover it up. Don't worry about if there's anything sticking out. Just go ahead and use a little bit of water to tame the hair and to set the hair the way you please. Okay. Okay guys, so this is our wig after doing the crochet method, and look at that. Okay, so I'm just giving you a close-up before I put it on my head. Okay guys, so this is the finished look for the crochet method, and I'm loving this method as well. I'm just using my fingers to get tuck my combs in properly, as you can see a little bit at the top, but this gives me perfect coverage. So I went ahead and tamed my edges a bit, that way if the hair moves, I'm covered. And I'm also just fixing the combs in the back of the wig. And I must say, I not only love the curls on the hair, but I love how lightweight this wig is.